Good morning. It's dark outside. How do you guys like this new hair? I love it. I love the color. It has a whole bunch of different ones. It has some pink in it. Somewhere back there, I'm like groaning, but I like playing with it. I just got it. It's by Boss. It's by Bobby Boss Glueless Wigs. There it is. There's that pink. So that's what inspired this look right here. I'm trying that new makeup that's online that they match you by pictures. I think it's a little dark for me, but I lightened it up with some concealer and some lighter powder. And this is by Milk Cosmetics. Very pretty, right? I really like the colors. I haven't done my lips yet because I don't know if I'm using a matte, but I'm drinking my skinny tea today. Okay, so, oh, and I don't know if you can see the highlight because it's, you can see it. That's also by Mouth. The blush is by Fenty. It's the cream blush. Okay, so enough about that. I don't know. I'm still into makeup and stuff like that, so I wanted to put some of that in there too, so have a little bit of everything, right? So I didn't weigh myself because I got my friend decided to pop up and say hi, so it explains why I was so bloated and TMI, gassy, and bloated and gassy. I don't know how you can be bloated and gassy at the same time, but I was like eating. So I didn't take my pills anyway because thank God I was off. So, because it wouldn't make any sense because I would have overrode that and then I would have just been nauseous. So, no. So, this is probably going to be a little shorter because I have to drop off my rent check. So I took my phentermine today. I kind of wanted to talk about life in general and just what's going on. And everybody talks about what's going on in the world today. And I saw this one thing that really stuck to me. And, we all talk about, and let me just start off by saying, yes, all lives matter. That is so true. But what some people are not getting though, is that even though that's true, there are a lot of minorities, especially Black people, that are dying for no reason, and by the hands of the police and by the hands of other things. And so this is why we're putting emphasis on it. You know what I mean? So don't get offended by the slogan in itself. If Latinos were being killed left and right by police and they say Latinos' lives matter, we should support that for what it is. It's not saying that Black lives don't matter, white lives don't matter, Asian lives don't matter. No, it's just saying at this particular point in time, these people are dying. So we need to support that, and so I don't want people to get offended by that. You have to really read into context what it is. And if you're getting offended by it, I have to wonder why, So I saw this meme. Well, yeah, I guess it's a meme, where there's this white lady and she's playing two parts and there's this house burning and she goes and she says, oh my God, we gotta go save this house. And then this same lady, of course, she's sitting behind a house that's not burning and she goes, but what about my house? And she's like, what about it? She's like, well, it matters. And she's like, okay. She's like, but that house is on fire. She's like, but all houses matter. You know what I mean? And you kind of get the gist. There's some people that criticize that, saying like they didn't understand it. How did you not understand that unless you didn't want to? It's just not. I just don't get it. We're protesting for a reason. We're out there for a reason. There are people who are dying, and when you can sit there and say that you're being pulled over and being profiled for no reason other than your skin tone, then hold up a sign. Hold it up. Now, again, I love all people. I love all races. I like dating all races. I love everybody, and I'm for all lives matter. But at this point in time, while we're dealing with this, we're an innocent man. And granted, I guess he was committing a crime, but shouldn't he have just gotten slapped on the wrist? It was a $20 counterfeit. I mean, really? We're killing each other for that? Cops are killing people for that? I think there's a problem. Shouldn't he got a slap on the wrist? Maybe 30 days in jail? I don't know if he was a criminal before that. But with this pandemic, you're telling me that people are not on the up and up all the time? Come on. I mean, I work for retail. All colors have done wrong. Stolen, tried to pass off fakes. I don't see them dying. Excuse me. Listen, all I'm saying is just be more open-minded about why we're fighting for something. I'll try to understand it a little bit more. Because you're right, all lives matter. They do. But right now, in this moment, this man died for no reason other than someone wanted to take his life. When is that okay? When do they become judge and jury? When did God say, or if you don't believe in God, whoever you believe in or whatever you follow, who gave this one person the right to say, I think he should die today? Because you never know. What happens if you get stopped one day? You do everything you're supposed to do, and then that person just snaps that day and just decides to kill you. That's all I'm saying. So enough with this, I don't get it. You do get it. You just don't want to acknowledge it. Or maybe you just don't care and you just don't want to hear it. That's fine too, but don't spread it. Just don't watch it for a little while, because we're marching for more than anything, for everybody's rights in the long run. In the long run, we're saying we want equality, and that's for everybody. It's not like all of a sudden we're going to get equality and it's just for black people. So the Latinos and the Asians and white people now are not going to be a part of that. Oh, we had to give it to them. We had to give it to the black people because they fought for it. Okay, so we're going to give it to them. So that means we can go off and start doing it to the other people. No, it's going to be for everybody. So in a sense, we're fighting for everything. That's why. As for the looting and everything like that, no, I don't agree with looting. I mean, I can understand frustrations and stuff, but looting, not so much. And the fact that the looting is not by people in our own community, it's crazy. It's crazy to know that people from other communities who want to cause trouble can come in and ruin what this stance is all about. How bad is that? When people can come in, tear up stores, start fires, and everybody blames it on that community, and then they realize, wait, those people, they don't belong to this community. They're just here to make a mess and to change tactics. And that's the world we live in, which is why I always say in a crisis, people know, people's true colors come out. Always. Always. Whether you're a coward, whether you are a stand up person, whether or not you're a thief, whether or not you're a liar, whether or not you're a killer, it all comes out. When this pandemic happened, you saw some of the protesting about, oh, we want to be out, and they're yelling in the police face, and they have shotguns and they're spitting, and they're just angry. But in truth, people were just trying to keep you safe. Okay, we're not through that, but we're just about to reopen. Yeah, we're about to go outside, and then this happens. I can't wait for this year to end. This has been a bad year. I don't know. So I started off kind of positive, right? And then I kind of went this way. Okay, it's 5:04. I gotta go pay my rent. Oh, and speaking of that, okay, so there are some people that didn't realize that even though, and that wasn't a laugh of hilarity, it was just a laugh of ironicness, I guess, where people weren't paying their rent. Now, there's certain states, I think, or there's certain loopholes in the writing of what bill was passed, and it was saying that you didn't have to pay rent up until a certain amount of time. Now, with that said, in there, it didn't state who could okay the documentation, or was it a whole? And I think people just stopped paying rent. Now, some people were giving in documentation, but it was to the landlord, and the landlord wasn't accepting it. So if they weren't accepting it, then they could evict you, even though you're not supposed to be evicted. It's crazy. So I was telling my friends, so I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. If you choose not to pay your rent and you go to court, because now the courts are not open as of June 1st, and I think they can start filing, which a lot of people, landlords, have already started filing, you better have your money together. Because even if you don't have to pay interest, even if you don't have to pay the penalties or the late fees, you're going to have that money. And they're only going to allow you a certain amount of time to pay it before these landlords are like, look, I got to pay my own stuff. You know, especially if it's like a regular Joe Smo that owns it and not a big corporation. And some of these big corporations still want their money. So just be careful. You don't have to leave your homes, but you have to make sure you have this money, unfortunately. And I hope at least you put partial enough aside. I understand it's hard when you're trying to feed a family, but you have to have some money aside for rent, regardless. It's the same as ever. So if this never happened and you were still unemployed, what would you have done? You know what I mean? So just be cautious of that. Don't listen to everybody else. Just know that it's June. It's the first week of June, and people are going to start wanting their monies. So please, either A, have documentation to prove that you lost your job because of this, and hopefully the judge that you get will be lenient and give you enough time to build up. If you just didn't pay it, please be like, I have half the money, I just need to get the other half so I can get it together. So let's just say you didn't pay in April and May, you have all of April, half May. It's June now. Because what's going to happen is they're going to be like, well, judge, they didn't pay since April, May. It's June. They owe 3 months worth of rent. plus late fees. So just bear that in mind. I don't know what else to say. This is kind of like a rant all over the place. I'm a little sorry about that. I just felt like I should say something, kind of give you a little lightheartedness in the beginning, and then my feelings kind of got in the way of that, because I really did not want this content to just be about this, because there's so much more going on in the world. But I also don't want to talk about it so much that it's something else, I guess. It's kind of like, But I just want to speak out a little bit and just know that we all stand together, because we all deserve rights, and we all deserve to live in harmony, and we all deserve to feel protected by the ones that are supposed to protect us. And when you're scared to pick up a phone to call the police because of your skin color, it's a problem. If you're scared to drive your car in a neighborhood because somebody might stop you, there's a problem. And no, I'm not against cops, because there are some cops that are so cute in uniform. White, black, Spanish, Asian, whoever. They're cute. So I would hate to fear every single cop that comes around me. So everybody, please be safe. All lives matter. It's just right now we need to focus on Black lives, because at this moment we really do matter, and we want our freedoms and rights protected just like everybody else. And just like you guys stand up and support us when you need us, we will stand up and support you. It's a give. If you're in trouble, we should stand up for you guys too, right? Because everybody lives matter. Get it? Good. So right now, please stand up and understand that Black Lives Matter, simply because we're tired of being scared. And if we wouldn't be protesting if we weren't. I don't want to wake up one day, do everything I'm supposed to do, and die at the hands of somebody who just decides that they're ready to kill me because of my skin tone, not because of anything I did. Okay. See, depressing. Tomorrow I will get back on here and we will talk about phentermine and the rant that Miss Amber Lynn went on about the haters and stuff like that, because I am not this girl, you know what I mean? And it's sad, and I feel bad for his family. And see, that's where my mind is. So I will talk to you guys later. Be safe out there, okay? And not only pray for us right now, but pray for China, because Hong Kong is going through a lot. And, we need to worry about everybody. Peace out.